Okay, so let's all just be honest here. We wanted to see some violence and blood in this episode. I mean, come on. I mean, everything ended, I guess, a little bit too happy. I mean, it was character development. I guess it did incorrectly. But let's be honest here. The way the last episode ended off of, it set up for, like, something very tragic this episode, or something very violent, but it didn't go that path, and actually everything got resolved in the end, which I guess is kind of to be expected. But still, I wanted something more darker. I want to see, you know, Bard, you know, have a decap or something, because, I mean, if you were to do that in real medieval days, or let's take one of my favorite series I'm watching currently right now, like Game of Thrones, and if someone like a queen or a wife was to do that to the husband, and the husband caught her, what do you think would happen to that wife and the person that was trying to cheat with your wife? Think about that in a logical sense. But this is anime at the end of the day, so I really can't really judge it for that entire consequence. What did this episode do? Let's talk about that now. This episode really just, I guess, gets rid of the tension between these two characters, for instance, Bard and Levy, so I feel like this episode was really just mainly on that, and I liked it a lot. Pretty much what we could see from Bard this episode is that he's like a father figure to Levy, and that he ran away because he saw Levy as a broken child that couldn't even appreciate flowers. And from this standpoint, this episode really just shows you how far Levy has came since the very beginning. I mean, at first he was a very dark king that didn't care about anything, but you can tell Nikki has definitely changed his character for the better. He's understanding and he loves Nikki, and that's probably the main reason why he didn't kill his uncle in this episode. So pretty much it's really all of Nikki that caused this episode to be more cheerful, and that's really, I feel, is a good thing. It's really good. It shows character development between the characters, but I wonder exactly how Bard is going to spice everything up. Most likely what we can see from the ending part of this episode is that he's still going to be flirting with Princess Nikki even after this episode, but he's probably just gonna be joking around, because his comments at the end, he's like, "Oh, Princess Nikki, are you into older guys?" I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, of course you would have Levy wake up and kick him in the face. Then we see the struggle between them, and then, you know, Bard's the prime minister now. He's like, "Shut your mouth," and all that. "I'm not gonna let you be having that foul language." I'm like, oh wow, that's freaking great. So this episode, I guess, was good, but I could see how a lot of people would have problems. I have slight problems with it because it felt like it ended too happy. I really wanted some dark themes. I'm just gonna be straight out honest, but I'm not gonna say that even though I was expecting that this episode was bad. The expectations I had from last episode could have easily been transferred into something a lot more tragic. And so everybody, tell me your thoughts on this episode of Soredemo. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What you feel about Tender Rain? And do you feel like Tender Rain is being overused now? Do you feel like Princess Nikki should learn another song to be able to sing and bring out storms and rain? Let me know in the comments below. I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.